Tonight, as Israeli forces encircle Gaza City, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with Israeli leaders today to discuss a humanitarian pause in the fighting. Blinken raising concerns about Gazans caught in the crossfire as more aid is desperately needed.
We need to do more to protect Palestinian civilians. We've been clear that as Israel conducts its campaign to defeat Hamas, how it does so matters.
But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu later seeming to rebuff Blinken, ruling out a humanitarian pause unless hostages held by Hamas are released. Blinken did reaffirm Israel's right to defend itself, saying he was shown video of the October 7th attack, also seen by ABC News, but not made public. In it, Hamas terrorists are seen tossing a grenade into a shelter with a father and his 2 boys inside, then shooting the wounded man as he staggered out. Blinken visibly upset, describing what he saw.
And then the boys come out, and they run into their house, and the camera in the house is filming everything, and they're crying. Where's Daddy? One says. The other says, they killed Daddy. Where's my mommy? And then the terrorist comes in and casually opens the refrigerator and starts to eat from it. That's what we're dealing with.
Inside Gaza, the IDF releasing video of what it says are its troops uncovering the entrance to a Hamas tunnel following a massive bombardment of the site from the air. Hamas releasing its own unverified video showing fighters emerging from its tunnel complex to attack Israeli ground forces. Large explosions also rocked the area near Gaza City's biggest hospital today, as Israel said it was targeting an ambulance being used by Hamas to transfer weapons and fighters. The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry said at least 13 people were killed and 26 wounded in the strike near Al-Shifa Hospital. And at the southern Rafah border crossings, U.S. officials say 79 Americans crossed into Egypt, though hundreds more remain trapped. And as the fighting rages, there are growing fears about the 240 hostages held by Hamas, among them several U.S. citizens. Yarden Gonen's little sister Romi was taken hostage by Hamas during that music festival on October 7th. Today, she joined a rally outside the hotel where Secretary Blinken met with Israeli officials. A clear message on her mind, speaking to ABC's Ian Pannell.
You must bring them home now, not tomorrow, not today even, now.
So let's bring in Matt Rivers live from Tel Aviv tonight. And Matt, we know Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, it seemed at least publicly, rejecting any calls for a humanitarian pause, making it conditional on hostages being released. Tonight on Israel's northern border, we also know there's been another major development involving the militant group Hezbollah and their leader.
Yeah, David, for the first time since this conflict began, we heard from Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, and while he did say that all options remain, quote, on the table, he stopped short of calling for a second front to be opened in this war at the Lebanese border, and that's significant given the very real risks that we still face of this war turning into a wider regional conflict.